In this video, we are discussing SOQL examples that save us time. Instead of navigating through the organization setup, we can run these queries and quickly jump onto the required details. Hello everyone, welcome to this channel. If you are new here, the channel is dedicated to discuss and gain more knowledge on Salesforce concept. Please do like and subscribe to the channel. Alright, without much delay, let's dive into today's topic. Our first query is to run on the custom label. So on many occasions, we will be analyzing the code and we come across a custom label and we are not sure what is the current value of the custom label. So this query helps in knowing the value of the custom label without breaking the flow of the analysis being done. Note, I'm using Salesforce Inspector in this tutorial as I feel it is more convenient. While running the query on the custom label, we have to select this checkbox. This is a tooling API that we are using here. Okay, our next example is a SQL query to check the Apex class code in the org. So let's say you have an issue and you know the specific line number where the issue is happening. You know the line number, Apex class name, and you want to quickly go to the code of the Apex class causing that error. Then you can use this query to quickly navigate to the Apex class and identify the specific line causing the error. Notice that we don't have a .cls extension for the class name. And in this query, we are also adding a body in the select statement. So you can see the entire code in this column, or if you want to navigate to that particular class, you can use this option and view that class details in the org. Our next example is about querying the workflow rules. If you want to jump to the workflow rule without navigating through the setup, then you can use this query. There are two variants here. The first one is when you know the object name for which you are searching for the workflow rule. This would give the list of workflow rules based on this object. Or if you know the rule name itself, you can directly use this query. Okay, our next example is a query to retrieve validation rules. In this query, we are using object as account. That means we are trying to get all the validation rules which are based on the account object. There are two columns which needs to be noticed here. One is namespace prefix and the manageable state. This will tell us whether the validation rule is coming from the managed package. And the object name is stored in entity definition dot qualified API name column. Now let's move to the Salesforce inspector. Here you can notice I have queried a validation rule based on user object, and hence entity definition.qualified API name is user, and the namespace prefix is null and manageable state is unmanaged. That means this particular validation rule is not coming from the managed package. Our next example has helped me on many occasions, so I hope it will be helpful for you as well. Before we go to that, please do like and subscribe to this channel if you haven't done that already. At the end of this video, I have a pro tip and also I have a tricky question to you on SOQL. So our next example is based on Apex log files and delete the log files when required. So let's say you have a critical issue going on and you want to increase the debug log levels and you get this error, maximum log file size reached. You have two options here: manually delete the Apex log files using delete button, or you can use the query and delete them in bulk. So here I have run the query on the Apex log and we get two log files here, and these two log files I want to delete. So let's say I want to delete, I copy this into Excel format and I got it in the Excel. And now I don't need all these columns, I just need the IDs. I'll go back to the Salesforce inspector and we have an option to import the data. I'll go to data import and here I can do delete. I can select action as delete and I have object as Apex log and I paste this data here. So the two records that I want to delete are added here. And when I click on import, it will delete those records. Of course, there are only two log files to be deleted here. So if you have many log files, you can follow the same approach. And on few occasions, you don't want to delete all the log files because there could be some developer who is actually looking for log files and downloading the log files. In that scenario, you can add more filters here. Like here, I have added a where condition where last modified date is yesterday. So the assumption here is the log files that are generated yesterday, nobody would be looking for them today. So we can be sure that we can delete these kind of files. So we have come to the end of this video. As I promised, this is the pro tip. So you need to save the queries for quick access. All these queries are generic in nature. It is good to have them saved somewhere for quick access. It will help you save additional time in writing these queries every time. Here is a question for you. Please post your answers in the comments. Also, please do let me know your favorite query which has saved you time. Thank you all for tuning in. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more Salesforce insights. We'll be back soon with another video to dive deeper into the world of Salesforce. Until then, keep learning, exploring, and elevating your skills. See you in the next one.